Mesachas Sotah, Daf Mem Zayin. The Gemara says on Daf Mem Zayin and Beis Shem Nerba Egla, and after they did Egla Rufa, the murderer was found. You don't pater the murderer from his Chiyuv Misa. And we learn from a pasuk from Eretz Leichuper, the Damash Shofach Bo Ki Im Bedam Shoifchay. V'chanan in Ksubis asked that this Gemara is very hard to understand. What's the Havamina that Ritzeach will be potter since the Egla Rufa was already done at the time, that there was a suffix and it was unclear who the murderer was. So therefore, even if he's found afterwards, he should be potter. There's a Chiyuv Misa on a Ritzeach, and he's Mechuyev Ha'inish. Why should he be potter? Because of the Egla Rufa. So B'chanan says it's mashman, this Gemara, tremendous chiddush, that the Chiyuv Misa on a Ritzeach is b'yisoidi not a oinish, a punishment, rather b'yisoidi it's a Chiyuv Kapora. He needs a Kapora, and the way he has a Kapora is through a Chiyuv Misa. So therefore, since he had a Kapora at the time of the Rifas Egel, so therefore he doesn't need a Kapora by a oinish Misa. However, B'chanan asks, from the fact that he passes Komle B'drabi Minei, and on Kapora doesn't pass Komle B'drabi Minei, so B'chanan proves that the Kapora is not for the Gavra, rather for the Oretz. They have to Mekayim Ba'arto Rob Mekaberchol, Oretz the Chupra, he needs a Kapora for the Oretz, so therefore passes Komle B'drabi Minei, and he says, brings a Rai from the Yeshalmi, that the Chiyuv Misa is Levar Hara, even though he already got a oinish, v'ayin sham. And the Sefer Mishpat HaKovetz on the bottom of B'chanan and Ksubis that brings another nusach from the Sefer Shevis Nosan that explains that every chet needs a tikkun. And there's a difference between various chatoyim. Some chatoyim need a tikkun through Misas Bezdin, or other oinshim the Bezdin does, and through the oinish of Bezdin there's a tikkun on the chet. And other chatoyim have a tikkun through Misas B'dei Shemayim or the like. So by Egla Rufa, since at the time it was a suffix, there was a tikkun on the Avev that was done through the Egla Rufa. So you would think that since there is a tikkun on the chet which generates the Chiyuv Misa, so therefore there wouldn't be a Chiyuv Misa B'chlal. And he says it's easier to understand according to the tremendous chiddush that's Mavur and Ben B'chai at end of Parsha Shoftim, that says that from the dead body of the Egel that got killed in Egla Rufa, it's Noitzar, a bug or insect that comes from the dead body and that goes and kills the Ritzeach. So that's the oinish b'dei Shemayim that ends up killing the Ritzeach. So it's associative that there was a tikkun and that which generated a oinish b'dei Shemayim on the Ritzeach. And the Mishpat HaKovetz says another terror. It's according to tremendous chiddush that's mavur in the Mishnah Yavitz, Shmuel and other achroinim, a tremendous yisoid that it's cholok be yisoidoi, the Chiyuv Misa on a Ritzeach, then other Chiyuv Misas Bezdin, because the Chiyuv Misa of Ritzeach is not because of the Isser of Ritzicha, rather the Chiyuv is machmas, the nekama of the dam of the nirtzach, and the nefesh of the nirtzach is mechayiv that the Ritzeach should get killed, nefesh tachas nefesh. So according to this, the Mishpat HaKovetz says that since at the time there was a suffix and the nefesh of the nirtzach was really mechayiv, a chiyuv with Egla Rufa, so therefore it's already in the skaper, and the nefesh of the nirtzach can't be mechayev, and after that hariga as well on the Ritzeach, and kamash malon that no, nevertheless there's independent mechayev after it's nisbar who the Ritzeach is v'ayin shamoit. Moving further on, the Gemara says that if there's a id echad that knows who the Ritzeach is, so then it's not a suffix, and that's mafkir halacha of Egla Rufa. We learn from a pasuk, Leinoida Miyakeu, the whole parish of Egla Rufa is because of Leinoida Miyakeu. However, if it's Noida, then there's no parish of Egla Rufa. The Achroinim asked, it's very hard to understand, why do you need a pasuk that Eid Echad's Nemon to say who the Ritzeach is. L'choyer that Eid Echad's coming and saying that he knows who the Ritzeach is patering the halacha of Egla Rufu, which is Dine Isser, and the halacha is Eid Echad Nemon B'Isurim. So why do you need a halacha Mesuyim? The Eid Echad's Nemon to mevar who the person was. And to move over here, there's a specific nemonos, and therefore pertains the halacha of kol mokum shemina toyer eid echad arekan shnayim, and he's nemon even b'mokum the eid echad that comes after him. So there's many mahaltim and achroinim to explain the chiddush of this Gemara. The Shmaitzer says the understanding is that over here the Eidus is not the Eidus on Isurim, rather the Egla Rufa has a status like a korban, and on the korbanis the Eid Echad's not nemon. Ein that goes Louis Schmeitzer and Dmitrovsky Shlita, that's Meirich to ask on the Schmeitzer, the Be'emes that Eid Echad's not nemon by korbanos. It's a tremendous machlokes rishonim, although it's mavu and taisus and kedushin. Eid Echad's not nemon. The Ramban, Rashba, and Ritvos mavu Eid Echad is nemon. And furthermore, it's shver because specifically to mechayiv somebody a korban, they're going against his cheskas ptur and his cheskas kashrus. Then Eid Echad's not nemon. However, to pater from a chiv korban and Eid Echad should be nemon the kuli almo. So Shmaitzer has a different pshat to explain why the second Eid HaMachris shouldn't be nemon and should pass halacha kol mokum shemina toyer Eid Echad arekan shnayim. And he says that since the second Eid is just saying that the first Eid is false, so b'chagavna, there's no such nemonos for Eid Echad b'chlal. Eid Echad is nemon and shumon or chelep, but not to be makrish the first Eid. Einer Boch Ber in Gittin that brings a similar mahalach from Simcha Zisel from Brisk. And Boch Ber asks on this mahalach because over here, when the second Eid says that's loy noida mehikeyu, the first Eid saying noida, and the second Eid is saying loy noida, he's saying on the gufa the uvda, that is the uvda that it's nisbar if there is egla ruf or not. So why shouldn't Eid Echad be nemon? I know Chonon, it says a tremendous yisoid to answer this kashi. He says it's cholik be yisoid the monos of two Eidim and Eid Echad. Two Eidim are mevar the uvda, and we know what happened through the two Eidim. However, Eid Echad, even if Eid Echad's nemon, it's not the pshat. Now we know what happened. The whole nemonos of Eid Echad is you don't have to be choishish and you can lie on the nemonos of Eid Echad, but it's not considered a yediyah that you have through the Eid Echad. So over here, since the halacha is lo noida mihikeyu, you need a yediyah. Therefore, you would think Eid Echad's not nemon, although Eid Echad's nemon. Be isurim. The gather is you could be relying on the Eid Echad. You don't have to mistapik. It's not like the Eid Echad, but it's not considered a yediyah. Ein Yishurim that knows the Dafn Zayin, they brought a similar yisoid from a pshach. And Bemis, it's tzorchi in this yisoid according to a tremendous yisoid that he heard from Rosh Hashiva, Meir Hirschkowitz Zechoyim Levracha, and Sefer Kivitz Chedushim, that he proved that even two Eidim is not the pshat that's a bira, and we know what happened, because the Rambam's mavur, the halacha of al pi shnayim Eidim Yakum Dover is that we have to be chaytich the din al pi Eidim, even if you don't know if they're saying emes or sheker, so it's exeris a kosiv, you have to listen to Eidim. So even two Eidim, you don't know what happened, it's not considered yediyah. You can answer even according to this yisoid, that's cholik the chiddush of two Eidim and one Eid. The chiddush of two Eidim is that through the monos of two Eidim, even though it's exeris a kosov, it's nischadish that we have to look at a kilu, we know what happened. However, the Eid Echad, it's not the pshat kilu, we know that the Eid Echad is saying the truth, rather the get this wrong to mistapik, not like the Eid Echad. Ein Shuvas Chem the Shloimer that says another teretz to answer this kasha. He clears a tremendous chakira when there's Eidus Mehikeyu, do the Eidim have to say this is the person that killed them, or as long as they say that they know, even though they didn't tell Bezdin who killed them, that's enough. And the Chem the Shloimer proves from Ramban, he says mashmak in the Gemara as well, that the Eidus has to be specifically on one person, that this is the person that's a Ritzeach. However, you can't say that you know and you saw a Ritzeach. That's too abstract to pater the halacha of Egla Rufa. So since the whole Nemonis, the part of Meglarufa is when there's Eidus on a specific person. So therefore, Eidechad's not Nemon against Adam kosher to say he's a Ritzeach, so therefore you would think Eidechad's not Nemon. Einer Makne Kedusha says another Mahalach that the Chiddush is that Eidechad's Nemon even against the Korav, the same way Eidechad is not Nemon Kedeged a Chazaka or Roiv, who didn't negate a Korav, he wouldn't be Nemon. And Yesh La'ayim is according to tremendous Yisoid you mentioned in many previous shurim from Shimon and Kivitz Neroi, that Eidechad is not Nemon, the Mokim is Chazik, it's not the Pshat, Eidechad can't be Nemon against the Chazaka Mikora, rather it's a Din Mesuyim that if it's established Isser, Eidechad's not Nemon, and that's specifically when there's established Isser, it wouldn't pertain to Roiv or Korav, it's Tzorich Ian B'zeh.